The International Space Race. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the International Space Race. The race should be starting any minute now, but first let's introduce you to our racers. In lane 1, we have the Soviet Union. And right beside them, we have the USA. Both are strong competitors, but there can only be one winner. With that being said, I think they're ready to start. And they're off. Both are off to a pretty even pace. Oh wait, the Soviets just launched their artificial satellite, successfully placed in orbit around the Earth, and are pulling ahead, leaving the US struggling to catch up. Ooh, the Soviets just launched a second spacecraft into Earth orbit. This is the first such biological spacecraft to be launched to this day. The US might take the L right now. Wait, I take that back. There goes the US with a quick response by launching Explorer 1 and catching up to the USSR. I can't believe this. I can already tell this is going to be a close race. The US just launched the Freedom 7, the first United States human spaceflight, piloted by astronaut Alan Shepard. Shepard's mission is a 15-minute suborbital flight with the primary objective of demonstrating his ability to withstand the high G-forces of launch and atmospheric entry. This has put him in the lead. They will now stay in the lead with the launch of the third human spaceflight for the US. The Friendship 7, conducted by John Glenn, who is performing 3 orbits of the Earth, making him the first US astronaut to orbit the Earth. The US has a huge lead now. Let's see how long that lasts while we go to our pit stop. While the astronauts refuel, let's say hello to the ones who came to watch the race today. With us, we have Valentina Tereshkov, first woman in space. Lakia, a Soviet space dog who became one of the first animals in space and the first animal to orbit the Earth while on board the Sputnik 2. Yuri Gagarin, a Soviet pilot and cosmonaut. He became the first human to journey into outer space when he took Vostok spacecraft completed with one orbit of the Earth on April 12, 1961. And Nikita Khrushchev, who was with the Sputnik project, opened up the country to foreign visitors. We also have the presidents and coaches of this here by space race representing the United States, Dwight Eisenhower and JFK. Both of these men expanded the space race greatly and are very excited about their huge lead in the space race. Looks like they are ready to start again. Now let's get back to the race. The US is still in a huge lead, and I think they plan on staying there for a while, especially since they are about to launch Telstar 1, a communication satellite launched by NASA. This satellite allowed for the first live broadcast television images between the United States and Europe. Although it no longer works, it is still in orbit of the Earth. The US continues with their huge lead as they near the finish line. The Soviets are far behind, but they still have a chance. I wonder what the US has up their sleeve. Perhaps maybe Apollo 11? Ooh, they've done it! They've done it! The US has won by a landslide. They launched the Apollo 11, which was the space flight that landed the first 2 people on the moon. Commander Neil Armstrong, Lunar Module pilot Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins, all 3 American, landed on Apollo Lunar Model Eagle. Armstrong became the first person to step onto the lunar surface, and 19 minutes later, Aldrin joined him. Well, ladies and gents, that's it. That's the space race. It's a US victory. Okay, just cut that and then I'll go. Mission is a 15-minute suborbital flight with the... Yep, let's restart that. NASA, the mission is being piloted by astronaut John Glenn. Not Glenn. John Glenn. Restart that one. Today we have with us Valentina Tereshkov. First Let's not even name!
Alright.
Yuri Gagarin. No, not Yuri Gagarin. Yuri Gagarin. Gagarin. You're like gagging a rin. Pilot and Comstronaut. That is not a word. Who's... Oh, my cousin. Nikita Telstar 1. I wonder what the US has up their sleeve. Perhaps maybe Apollo 11? Question mark? Don't know why I said question mark.